When this time of year rolls around, like middle of October, I start looking at basketball shoes a little bit more. In fact, I've got a pair of LeBrons. When we're done sourcing here today, I'm gonna go home and take you through step by step how I'm gonna list this pair of basketball shoes. But the NBA season is starting, and it's like a style that I don't particularly look for in the summer months, with rare exceptions obviously, but I'm gonna focus on basketball shoes. But let's see if we can't get lucky and find some diamonds in the rough here midday. All right, every time I see one of these, I gotta pick it up. So, is Brendan going to have a successful sourcing trip where he finds an item over, let's say, $100? Cannot predict now. The heck? So what does this mean? I do it again? What a ripoff. Normally on a pattern that, I can't really determine if this is a huge seller or not, but these Danskos are in such nice condition here. Size 39. There's not like a single shred of wear anywhere, so I think I might end up picking these up. I mean, both of them, you look at them like they're super clean, right? Back here, and the soles look pretty good. It's a good size. I don't know. I think I might take these. Just got done talking about Spirit jerseys, and I found another one here. This one is from Disneyland. This one looks great too. Disneyland Resort, and it's got a bunch of sequins on the back. I love this. I just bought one when I went to the Not So Scary Halloween party, and we already talked about the It's a Small World one that I sold for $85. I wonder if I can get, I don't know, maybe $50 for this. I'm not really sure. I'll put some comps on the screen for you, but Disney Parks, and I'm assuming this is California, right? Disneyland? I don't know. I like this one too. I think I'm gonna grab it. You see this little dinosaur fossil type of logo? It's Arc'teryx, and it's an amazing brand for resale here. This one was made in Italy. Interesting. When I was doing comp research on these, I'll show you that. One, not a similar one, but it was a pre-owned beanie that sold for $80. That's crazy. I see a lot of them new selling for around $45. As far as how I'm gonna price this one, I'll try to go in and do my deep dive and look for an exact comp. So I'm not really sure, but I mean, between 30 and 60, not knowing any better. But yeah, if I can find an exact comp, that would be great. But definitely keep your eye out for that little logo right there. These beanies, in addition to all of the other things that they manufacture, are amazing sellers. So this one's going in the cart. This thing just came off a cart. Actually, this cart's been sitting here for a little bit. I was looking at the LL Bean shoes right here, and I'm gonna move away from where I'm at right now because I've got, I don't know, it's Christina Aguilera breathing down my neck here. I'm trying to get away from the speaker here so that I don't get a copyright strike. So we can just move over here a little bit and show you. This is actually gonna be the second time that I've sold one of these. It is, let me try to flip this over right here. You see that? Almond Cow. It's a plant-based milk maker. I've sold one of these before, but this thing looks brand new, open box, or just brand new, never used. But look how clean this looks on the inside. So if we're gonna make some assumptions and assume that it works and all the parts are here together, this bad boy is gonna be probably like $120. So this is an exciting find. It's missing the cord, which I don't think is going to be a problem. I'll try to find an adapter that will work with it, because I think that looks pretty common. But I like what I found. Looks very, very clean. This bad boy's going in the cart also. I think I'm going to grab these Cole Haans too. These look pretty clean. I like the midsoles. Probably have to be dusted off a little bit, but size we're working with here, C27960, 11 with a width medium. I don't know. These look pretty good. I bet you I can get probably 30, in between $30 and $40, but just settle on 35, somewhere around there for these. But yeah, they're in really nice condition. Pretty color. Not a single issue with the uppers that I can see. So I'm gonna grab those and see if I can score anything else sitting here. These Vans. The sole looks chunky. I don't know. This is like a coin flip for me. I'm gonna say no. Polo Ralph Lauren penny loafers might be nice too. Let's take a look at the, I know this leather can be touched up and cleaned. The question is, am I going to do that? Sometimes this looks a little bit better on camera than it does in my actual hand here. I don't know. I think I'm a no on these. That could be the wrong. This actually may have come from the same person because these are size 11 as well. What am I going to do? I'm going to leave them behind. Maybe I'll run comps after the fact and change my mind, but I'm going to let those sit. We're definitely going to grab those Cole Haans. And then what else we have? Anything else? Oh, we got another pair. Nope, this is not. That's a different pair. All right. I went back here to check and see if I could find an extra adapter laying around. There might be one floating in here that I'm not seeing, but I found this laying here too. This looks like this could be a good pickup here at $3.99. Fujifilm FinePix A330. So I was looking at this cord. This looks like a pretty unique power cord. I don't know if you folks can see that one. I don't know if that's common or uncommon. It looks pretty different to me. And there's a lot of solds for this camera. Do we have to get it home and test it? Probably. Oh, it looks like there's a memory card still in there. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm looking in, I can see a little bit of corrosion right here. And then, I don't know if you can see that. There's some in there, but I can clean that out. So if it just needs batteries to test to see if it's working, I can do that pretty quickly. But this definitely looks like a good pickup, assuming everything works. So we've got the power cord here, or the adapter, USB adapter. We've got a disc in there. I don't see anything else, but I don't necessarily think we need anything else. It's interesting too, because this is only, for the life of me, I cannot explain why this at 3.2 megapixels is popular, or why this has come back into style, but this is a good one, so I'm grabbing it. I feel like I should also mention that I'm sourcing like around 5 p.m. right now, which is super late for me. My morning was kind of all jacked up, so I think I'm one of the last of the resellers here, at least one of the ones that I recognize. But as far as like finding a ton of items, like I'm trying to hit 15 items today, which is like super ambitious, especially for this time of night. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. They have no carts out, they have one rack out. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be hitting new stuff. So really just gonna have to dig through these racks and see if I can get lucky. All right, got a couple of plush that I cannot live without. So this one here, this is Pom Pom Purin from Hello Kitty. It looks like a Universal Studios exclusive. It's pretty large, and there's a few of them listed in the, I think, like $40, $50, $60 range. We're gonna have to clean this one up a little bit. I don't see any solds in the last 90 days, but I'm still gonna pick this up at $5, and I think I'll list it at $30. I'm pretty convinced someone's gonna buy this before the holiday is up for $30, assuming I can get it clean, and it doesn't really even look that bad. This just looks like a little bit of a smudge that'll clean up pretty easily, but it's pretty large, so it's gonna have to ship a couple of pounds, which will be, you know, anywhere from $8 to $12, just depending on where it's going. And then this little fella here, real cute. First time I've ever found one of these before. This is a nosy bear, and we got a little butterfly. You bet, man. We got a little butterfly in the nose. I forget what this name is, the name of this one. Flyby, something like that. I don't know, at $2.99. This is a steal. Like, this is super fun. I love when I've like been looking for something kind of loosely, and I find it for the first time. Well, here it is. Play School, I think it's Flyby. If I'm getting it wrong, the comparables on the screen will correct it for me. But this one looks like anywhere in between $30 and $40, I think. Not a ton of them listed, but this is my first time finding it. Very exciting. 2 plush that I like. I love generic looking items like this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is worth maybe $5 brand new on its best day. They've got it marked $19.99. Somebody clearly saw the night. Can you believe at one time this thing was $100? Someone charged $100 for this? This is nuts. Anyway, that's why they have marked it $19.99. This is going to end up at the Goodwill bins, because no one on planet Earth is going to pay $20 for an item that you can get for $5 or less brand new on a place like eBay. If this isn't incomplete, oh, it looks like we're missing a disc here. This would have been a good one. That's a bummer. Oh, we're missing a couple of discs, unless I can find them on the opposite side. Holy smokes, this is a huge set. Yeah, this would have been good for like maybe $30, $40, but I feel like it's missing some. So I think we're gonna have to eliminate this from contention, but at $5, this would have been a good one. Another sleeper right here, Pella. What is this? A satin nickel handle, $6. I'm just scanning this. I know nothing about this item, but there's 2 listed, I think maybe in the $40 range, but 9 have sold in the last 90 days, making this a fantastic pickup. This is one of those things that, you know, no one really cares about. Most people just pass it up, and I guess in our area they're not pricing this up, or at least they didn't price this one up, so I'm gonna grab it. It is obviously brand new in the package. Doesn't look like it was ever opened, ever used, and I don't think it's missing anything. I could be wrong, but if it is brand new, this is like probably in between $30 and $50 as well, so I'm taking it. Love this find right here. So this is a cool Burr jacket. The color's, it's a little bit darker brown than it's coming out in on my phone here. What is this, a men's size large? It almost feels like it almost feels oiled, even though it's not, but boy, is it in nice condition. Here we got some branding here, and then I think on the back right here as well. But yeah, this is like in really nice condition. What was the price on it? They wanted for $15 for it. It's amazing. I think I can probably list this, I'm gonna say between 60 and 80 because I don't recall, but so sit in the middle, 70 maybe, but I think I might even be able to push that to $80. What a lovely find. All right, not bad. Those are some pretty good finds. I think it's $3 day at the bin store. We'll head over there, see if we can find anything interesting. It's been probably 2 or 3 weeks since I popped my head in there. I don't know, let's shoot in there and see what happens. Promise you there is a method to my madness here. So $3 day, like what could I possibly find, right? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I came in here maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago on, I think it was $1 day, $1 day, and they had a ton of those like 40-pack snacks, you know, with like the bags of chips, the variety packs. That stuff is like $25 in the grocery store. I am not above coming in here, even if they've expired maybe, you know, last month or so, and getting a couple of boxes, but it doesn't look like, and there's a super annoying hum in the background right now. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're cleaning the floors or something, but I'm gonna walk in here and see if we can find some snack packs or some stocking stuffers. Oldest daughter, if you are watching, this would be the time to turn the thing off. You guys are constantly wondering why I do voiceovers. You hear that noise in the background? That's the reason why. It's like no matter where I go, there's either music or something loud and obnoxious going on. So bear with me. Milk tea. This looks interesting. It's probably not something I'm going to purchase here. I don't see any snack packs anywhere. What do we have over here? Yeah, we're not going in there. We need absolutely sealed boxes. That's not it. So we got a bunch of tea and some random vitamins and crackers. I'm not seeing anything I can use. We have here a two-way cat door. Looks like it was opened long ago. I don't know, kind of fun. Miss Lara Ultimate Shadow Palette. I bet that will make you look absolutely beautiful. Some birthday cake bars and your standard cell phone cases that you see every day at the liquidation store. Got some prenatal vitamins here, some cups. Oh, Oktoberfest, those are fun. Halloween bags, some generic clothing. It's about par for the course on $3 day. All right, we're gonna head home. Let's talk about those LeBron shoes. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna list those. All right, I'm going to list a pair of basketball shoes. They are a pair of LeBrons. So there's 3 keywords that I'm going to target here. We're going to do this start to finish. The first keyword that I'm going to target is the style and the colorway code. It's a 9-digit code that you can find on the inside of most Nike tags. So I'm going to focus on that. The second keyword that I'm going to target is the UPC code. If there is a more targeted buyer who, when going to search, uses the UPC code to find the item they're looking for, I'd like to know about it, because to me, that's the most targeted buyer. Somebody that wants that exact color, that exact shoe, that exact size, and they use the UPC in their search. So that's keyword number 2 that I'm going to target. And then the second one is the nickname of the shoe. In this case, it's a LeBron basketball shoe, and I think it's called Black Lion. Those are the 3 keywords that I'm going to target. I'm going to put 2 of them in the title, and then the UPC code I'll put in the item specifics. But let's find out who I'm competing against when it comes to this shoe. So I have the style and colorway code already highlighted here, and we have a lot of this shoe. So I forget what size I have. So I'm going to have to go, let's go back and look at my drafts really quickly. Let me check my drafts, and let's scroll down here. I have a size 12, which is a great size. All right, so let's try this all over again.
And we're going to narrow it down by the size 12. Okay, so size 12 for the style and colorway code. Okay, so there are 15 active listings, some pre-owned, some new. We're going to sort by pre-owned because that's the pair that I have. And I've said this in the video that I created where I am showing you how I sell or list pre-owned shoes. I'll link that video in the description. I might update that here pretty soon, but it for this for this it's caught my attention. Nike LeBron James. No, that's not how you spell that, but I'm going to sort by size 12. We're going to sort by pre-owned. And what I said in that video was, and I'm going to say it here again. I'm not competing against 12 people. I'm only competing against who I think is the best. And then I want to be better than them. And that's what's going to get me the sale. So I'm not going to go through every one of these and click. I'm just going to basically scroll and see who I can beat with better pictures out of the 12 that are listed here. I've got them beat, way too many shadows. I've got these guys beat, too many shadows here. This shoe doesn't, even just looking at this, it doesn't look like it's in very good condition. So there really is, and this is going to sound, I don't know how this is going to come across, but just looking at all of these, I think I can beat all of them with better pictures. So ultimately, I've got everybody beat here. Price wise, the lowest priced one is $30. We got 68 here. 40 is the second lowest, and then 68, 69 is the third lowest. Let's go into Terapeak really quickly and find out what the averages are. We're going to narrow this down by size 12. Terapeak now, just so you know, goes back 3 years. I think that's a new development. So I'm doing a lot of this, and it looks like it's taking a long time. I can make these decisions in seconds. So it seems like this takes a long time. The better you get at listing shoes and trying to come up with reasonable asking prices, the faster this gets. So I'm just slowing this down so that you guys can see kind of where my head is at each time I list a pair of shoes. We're going to sort these by used. And it looks like the average sold price for this shoe, pre-owned, in a size 12 is $55. All right, so I think I can get all these guys beat with just better pictures. And then only 2 have sold in the last 90 days. One looks like it was sold on a best offer. Here's a pair that sold for 75. One of these sold maybe a month ago. So it's not a huge seller. In my opinion, based on what I've already seen, my listing will be the best picture wise. And then price wise, I think I'm going to land maybe in the $50 to $55 range when I list them. So only a couple of size 12s have sold in the last 90 days. Looks like $55 is the average selling price. I could try to ask for more, but this is not a huge selling shoe. So I want to be slightly aggressive price wise, but still be the best out of the 12 for the size 12. So we're going to go into my drafts and let's go down to the listing. So here's the listing right here. I'm going to resume it since I've already got this dialed up. And just looking at my pictures, like overcast sky, very clear. I didn't clean the shoe up that much at all. It did take a little bit, but I didn't throw them in the wash. And I just think that these pictures look more clear than all of the other ones that were taken indoors that have shadows that you have to deal with. Like this is a very clear indication of what the shoe is going to look like when you receive it. And so I think the sole looks pretty good. There's very minimal wear. There's like maybe a little bit right here, but I think $55 is the price I'm going to list it at. I don't usually photograph the insoles, but I have in this instance just to show you that it's not really worn down. So you're getting a shoe that's in pretty good condition. There's the size 12 tag. The style and colorway code is right here. I don't know if you can see that. So we've got everything kind of keyed in. And like I said, I've got the Black Lion, which is the nickname of the shoe, and then the style and colorway code at the end, along with the UPC in here as well. There's a lot of these things I clear out. We don't need made in China. The shoe width is definitely standard. The theme of lion I'm taking out. And then upper material, some of this is just such a waste of time and energy. Foam, I take all of these out. No one searches this way. So yes, they are lace up. Fall, spring, and summer, and they don't have winter in there. Like basketball is played in the winter. This is why you have to check these things before you do every listing, because I just did sell similar and somebody had these in. They're completely unnecessary in my opinion. So I've just copied my title, put it back in there. I had the UPC code up there, right? Very good pre-owned condition, ships out quickly. And then originally I said 60, we're going to say 55, so 109.98, because I run a like concurrent 50% off sale. It's the way I've always done it. There's no strategy behind that. So I'm not going to fix what's not broken. And package is going to be 3 pounds. I'm going to put it in a 12 by 12 by 9 priority box. And we are going to list this bad boy. Done. So that's how I list this pair of LeBron basketball shoes. And hopefully that helps you kind of take you through step by step what I'm thinking about and what I'm looking at when it comes to listing every pair of shoes, not just a pair of basketball shoes. It is just too beautiful not to take pictures for the rest of the day, so that's what I'm going to do. I am done sourcing. It is your turn now. Hit those stores, find something amazing, report back with whatever you found, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.